Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I have a mic plugged in for like the first time in 88 years right now, so if the audio is better, if the audio is just the total same, if it's worse, let me know down below in the comments. But guys, we have a Houston Rocket video today, kind of an open forum, an open discussion. I really want to hear from you guys. So I've gotten some opinions that I want to say. But actually, before we get into this video, guys, if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm getting closer and closer to 7,000 subs, so Rocket fans, let's aim for 100 likes, man. That'll really help the algorithm. If we get 100 likes on this video, that would be awesome. But with that being said, let's get into the video. I want to make a couple of things known. My opinion on John Wall and Eric Gordon, now that free agency is pretty much over for the most part, it's changed. And to be quite honest with you, I actually like the idea of having John Wall and Eric Gordon on the roster for next season. We have a lot of young players, and a lot of these young players need run. Here's the thing. A lot of these young players, guys like Josh Christopher, they're not quite ready to produce at an efficient level at the NBA. Could Josh Christopher come onto the Rockets in like a starting role and put up some good numbers here and there? 100%. But the issue is it would be inefficient and we have better options. So guys like Josh Christopher, honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if KJ Martin spent some time down in the G League. But I think like guys like Armani Brooks, Kyrie Thomas, Anthony Lamb, the question is right now is who's making the roster, right? Who's making the roster? We have so many young players that they just need more run, and whether it's at the G League level or it's at a bench role level, if they're getting play, that is good. However, if you're getting starter minutes in the G League or you're playing every third game on the Houston Rockets, what's going to be better for progression and development? My guess is the G League, because you're still playing with professional athletes, and this way you're actually getting consistent run. You can kind of get into your groove. Similar to like Armani Brooks last season, Armani was catching fire at the end of their G League, gets signed to the roster, still on fire. So say maybe you throw one of these guys in the G League and they are putting up insane numbers over like a 2-week plus stretch, they'll probably make a move. But for right now, Eric Gordon and John Wall, and I've made several videos about John Wall. I've made a lot about John Wall because, yeah, is he like one of the, if not the most overpaid point guard on the league? Yeah, 100%. But there seems to be a lot of questions up in the air about John Wall. Right now, half the Rocket fans think John Wall is going to come up next season and put up 20 and 10. You better put that in pen. He's going to get an all-star berth, lead the Rockets to the playoffs. And then you have the other section of Rocket Nation where they're like, isn't John Wall only going to play like half the games? We don't know. That's the issue, is we don't know. Is John Wall going to load manage? I hope not. If it was up to me, no, absolutely not. Why does he have to load manage? He just load managed last year. He should be healthy. If he's not healthy, why the hell is he playing? If we have to manage him for the rest, if you got to load manage him the rest of his career, like, why is he our starting point guard? It just doesn't make too much sense. So my guess is that John Wall does not sit 40 games next season and he plays over 50%. That is my hope. I don't see a reason why they need to load manage. I really don't. Unless he isn't fully healthy. If you're jeopardizing injury, was he our franchise point guard? You can kind of feel my frustration right now. I feel like a lot of Rocket fans can kind of get where I'm coming from, where it's like, why are we paying you $45 million to play half the games? It doesn't make any sense. John Wall has his issues. He's a little inefficient at times. I can't really shoot the three ball. But veteran leader, we need a veteran leader. Even if he's playing 40 games, if the Rockets hold him for the whole season, they don't trade him, they don't buy him out, they won't buy him out this season. That's just the harsh reality. The thing is, it's still good. The veteran leadership is still there. He's got to mentor guys like KPJ, Jalen Green, all four rookies. Like, that veteran all-star leadership is there. And if it's there, you might as well utilize it. So I don't see any reason to go ahead and keep complaining about why is John Wall on the roster. If John Wall is on the roster, Rafael Stone has a plan. He's got a vision in mind. And it's time to just straight up trust the management. It's time to trust Rafael Stone. It seems like he knows what he's doing. or at least he seems to know what he's doing most of the time. A lot of GMs get lucky. A lot of non-Rocket fans think that Rafael Stone just got completely lucky. And to be quite honest with you, he did. Imagine if the Rockets got that 5th pick. I'm sure we still would have found out a way to get like a guy like Alperen Sengun. We still would have stuff to be excited about. We still had 3 first-round draft picks, so it's not like there wouldn't be anything to be excited about. But now we got the 2nd pick in the draft. There isn't really a time to rush, is what I'm trying to get at. Jalen Green might come off the bench. Might be the best thing for him. Do you really want KPJ coming off the bench? He started 24 or 27 games last season. Was all that for nothing? Or are you just going to throw him on the bench? It is a lot of it's a personal opinion. Personally, I want Jalen Green to come off the bench. Unless they run a 3-guard lineup that somehow works defensively, I can't think of a world that that's going to work in. We don't have a Patrick Williams. We don't have a Scotty Barnes. Yeah, we have Jae'Sean Tate, but is Jae'Sean Tate enough? Jae'Sean, unfortunately, is only 6'4". I got a lot of hope for Jae'Sean Tate to break out in this upcoming season, but I think you guys can kind of get where I'm coming at right now. We have young talent, and they're going to play, but we have a whole season. There isn't a need to go freak out about John Wall starting. There isn't a need to freak out about Eric Gordon getting 25 a night. We want Eric Gordon to get 25 a night. We want him to put up 20 points per game so he can increase his value, and we can maximize the return. I'm sure Rafael Stone, if he really had to, would have traded Eric Gordon and John Wall by now. The thing about smart GMs, and even just GMs in general, is you're trying to maximize your ROI. You're trying to get the best possible return on investment that you can get. And for the Rockets to trade Eric Gordon and John Wall at their all-time career lows doesn't make sense from the Rockets' perspective. Some could even argue you'd have to attach a first-round pick to get rid of Eric Gordon because of that contract. And so I think if Eric Gordon comes out healthy next season, John Wall comes out healthy next season, John Wall, even if he puts up what he did last season, 20.7 assists, you don't think a contending team isn't going to see that and be like, we need to get John Wall. He's healthy, and he's averaging what he used to almost. Same thing goes with Eric Gordon. Ooh, we're missing a bench piece. We're missing that bench scorer. Houston Rockets Eric Gordon's averaging 18.5 points per game right now. Let's go out and trade him. Let's give him a first-round pick. Let's give him a young piece. Let's do what we got to do to get Eric Gordon on this team. And the same thing applies for Daniel House. Same thing applies for DJ Augustin. These guys have value, and that value isn't necessarily what we're hoping for. Daniel House, I'm hoping, 12-6 next season. That won't happen, especially if it's off the bench. But maybe Daniel House is a 40% three-point shooter next season. A contending team sees that, and they're like, we need that right now. And in the meantime, they're just going to mentor, and they're going to help develop and progress these young cats because they're playing against these competitors, all-stars, future all-stars, hopefully a future Hall of Famer on the team. You get what I'm trying to come from here. So there isn't really a reason to panic, in my opinion. So what should we really expect from the Rockets next season? Not much, man. I don't think we should be expecting much. I think we should be focused on health and development. And if we fall into the playing game, it's even better. If not, get that lottery pick, get another good draft, maybe get a free agent. Next year's free agency class is stacked. And you never know. You just never know. So, obviously, I do hope John Wall and Eric Gordon and Daniel House, they all get dealt at the proper time. If Stone doesn't think right now is the proper time, then I'm going to have to agree with him. So I'm going to trust Stone. I'm going to trust the Rockets management here. That's it for today, guys. Let me know your comments down below on today's video. If you have any Rocket-specific ideas you want me to cover, go ahead, drop them down below. I have a Houston Rockets Daily channel. The link's in the description where I try to post daily on that about kind of the smaller topics, more player-focused. So be sure to do that. But once again, 100 likes, and let's try and get to 7,000 subs, man. Rocket Nation, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.